This story is about when I went to my aunt's house last year. That day, she planned to make pomona for us. Next to her house, there was an abandoned one that used to belong to my late great-grandmother. While my uncles were preparing the pomona, I went over to that abandoned house, just to take a look. The house had kept its furniture and photographs for decades. They kept the place to remember my great-grandmother, so I kept exploring the place, I walked past the bathroom and saw that the toilet was open, so I went there and closed it, I explored the other rooms. Everything was normal, a lot of dust and cobwebs. Then I heard a noise. When I came back and passed by the bathroom, the lid was up again and there was no one inside. So, I was kind of traumatized, but since I believe in the supernatural, I calmed down a bit. And I kept thinking it could be my great-grandmother's spirit in the bathroom, that she was just taking care of her needs. That's when I calmed down and went back there to eat the pomona. When I got there, I told my uncles, right? What had happened, and they said that's normal, that strange noises keep happening inside that house. And they believe it's the spirit of their grandma, my great-grandma in this case, right? When I was 4 years old, I used to see a kind of bizarre creature, I told my parents what I was seeing, but they said it was just my imagination. So I didn't really care, about that creature until after a few years, I stopped seeing it. A few days ago, I was playing with my dog in the living room. My parents had gone to take my grandma to the doctor, and I was alone. Suddenly, I heard a noise coming from the kitchen. It was calling my name, Ricole. Ricole. I was completely frozen, but I gathered my courage and went to see who it was. When I got to the kitchen, I didn't see anyone. Kind of obvious since I was the only one in the house, so I immediately got chills. In the middle of the night, I went to sleep around 1:30 in the morning, and then, when I closed my eyes, I heard the voice again. R-A-C-O-L-E. I opened my eyes and looked at the wardrobe, and I saw a dark hand coming out of it, and then it went back in. I tried to forget about it and force my mind not to believe it was real, so I managed to fall back asleep. Around 3 o'clock in the morning, approximately, I woke up. R-I-C-O-L-E. I thought my mom was calling me, but when I opened my eyes, I saw the same creature. She had completely white eyes and a black body. She was smiling at me.
R-I-C-O-L-E.
It was the creature I had seen since I was a child. It came back. Nowadays, I'm 11 years old, and incredibly, it's right here by my side, watching me write this. We're friends. His name is Bob. I love my dad. He's a very happy person and always fills the whole family with his joy. For as long as I can remember, I recall him coming home from work and playing with me for many hours. Even when he was exhausted since his job took up most of his energy, he would still come and play with me, always with a smile on his face. It was like that until I turned 8 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. My father seemed strange that day. He didn't pay much attention to me and went straight to his room. I felt a strange energy from him, and it stayed that way for days. I thought something had happened because that wasn't my father. He seemed like someone else. Someone or something is pretending to be him. I don't know how this could have happened, but that guy isn't my father. He's something else. He had no patience with me at all. He stopped playing with me and giving me attention, He used to tell me to be quiet and not to bother him. He was always grounding me for any reason. My mom said he was having problems at work, and that's why he was so stressed and angry at everything and everyone. But I didn't fall for that story. That guy is not my dad. I'm sure my real dad is tied up somewhere. Unable to go back home. Today, at 15 years old, I still haven't found my real dad. The creature is still living among us. I've tried everything already. How about using holy water? In case it's some kind of demonic possession or something like that. I put crucifixes all over the house, but nothing happened. I even used silver to see if there would be any reaction, and nothing. I don't know what kind of creature this is. Please help me get my father back. Leave a solution in the comments. Thank you, Leo, for sharing my story. Hi, Leo Augusto React. I'm Brian, and today I'll share a story that happened to me. Well, when I was 7 years old, we had a nanny who took care of me and my 2 sisters. 5 days ago, I had my birthday party, and my parents had rented a bounce house. Wow, that thing was awesome. My God, you could jump so high, really high. I could reach the 2nd floor of the house and see my window, my room. It was awesome. Man, I asked my babysitter if I could go downstairs and play a little in the bounce house, you know? Before they returned it, she let me go, but with one condition. That I should be careful not to jump too high, you know? To avoid any accidents, I agreed and ran off to have fun. I got there, climbed onto the trampoline, and started. I realized that playing without using my full leg strength wasn't that much fun. Something told me to jump with all my strength, jump higher. That's when I started using a lot of strength in my legs, so I could go really high, man. When I jumped about 5 times, I looked at my bedroom window and saw a man all dressed in black, standing there staring at me. I didn't see his face because it was all black. I froze from how scared I was, man, and I lost my balance, and I ended up being thrown out, man. I fell hard, man. I don't remember much after that. I just remember waking up with my head bandaged in the hospital. After that, I never saw that thing that appeared in my room again. I keep wondering what that thing was, and why it suddenly appeared in my room. Thank you, Leo Augusto Reacts, for reading my story.